Hi, everyone. So, I wanted to check in with all of you. All of us want to check in with all of you. I want to make sure you have a group of women to support you and hold you and be seen in relationship with. Because here's the thing about what's going down on the planet these days, it's really hard for us to validate ourselves and to, I hope this isn't too distracting, but to really be able to clearly see ourselves because so much is shifting and who we are and what we're capable of, and the game of the whole thing is shifting. And so it really is so much. I wish I could turn this filter off, but we're committed, so we're going to roll with it. But the game is shifting, and it really does take, don't want to give this lip service, but it really does take the reflection of other women in your life to be able to keep growing into who you want to be and to keep showing up in your life and in the world in the way that you want to show up. And this is really important because, if you're out there alone day after day trying to do it, it's really hard. It's an uphill battle, and I think there's a lot of sliding backwards actually in our growth and what's happening. And so if you don't have a connected container, and free the she, the 6,000 of us in this group, that is a container, but it's not exactly what I'm speaking of. I'm speaking of a group of 20, or a group of committed women that all share a same intention or a same mission to awaken and really wanting to deeply explore who they are. Being in a container like that, there's nothing right now that's more powerful and more potent for us as women to be doing is work with other women. And it's just the times that we're in. And so the magic that can happen, I talk about this all the time, but the magic that can happen in containers is so profound. And it's because when we're by ourselves, we have 100% of energy. But when we're in a container that it's being held for us, we have 100% times however many people are in the group. If there's 10, it's like we have 1,000% of energy accessible to us. And so what we couldn't open before, we can open in a group container where we feel safe, where we feel seen, where we feel held. And so I just really want to invite you in. I'm starting a very tight, profoundly deep women's container September 23rd called Queen. You may have heard about it. I've been talking about it forever. But we're starting September 23rd, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know, there's not... If you're not in this group, I really hope you're in another group. Women need to be grouping up. Women need to be in containers. Women need to be held right now so that we can rock what needs to be rocked within ourselves and give what needs to be given in the world, because shit's going down. Have you noticed? Shit is going down, and it's going to keep going down. And so we've really got to come together, and especially in the transition of the new year and into next year. So this is a 6-month group. It's a 6-month intensive deep dive container for us women. And so I invite you to step in. This is pretty much, I'll still be doing my stuff, but this is the container. That it's going to be very vulnerable. It's going to be very intimate. It's going to be, if you really want to fall in love with some other women, this will be the place to do it for sure. If you really want to stretch beyond who you thought you were and what you thought you were capable of, this is the container to do it. And if you really want to heal some of the old patterns that you've been stuck in and the old ways that you've identified who you are as a woman, this is the container for you. Queen is so much about, is a journey about really deeply learning how to rescript, rewrite, heal the old paradigm of being a woman and stepping into the true not glory, but grace of who you are as a woman. And that takes a tremendous amount of self-love. And it also takes really being seen and witnessed by other women. So I really, really, really just have a prayer, a wish, a deep desire that hi Heather, that if it's not this container, you are in a profoundly deep experience somewhere else with other women, okay? Because we all have to be excavating the landscape and cleansing and clearing, and then playing and being reflected and being in love with our sisters right now. Okay, so I welcome you to Queen. This week is the week, if you want to get into Queen at a discounted rate, this is the week to do it. And so you can hop on a call and chat with me if you're interested. And then we're going to start September 23rd. Okay, ladies, I hope you're all well and have a wonderful day and a wonderful, long weekend in the United States. We're having Labor Day weekend this weekend, so I hope you're chilling.